Are you tired of those isekais that feature a lead who's more than happy to embrace his role as a hero? You know what I'm talking about. The guy whose previous life was unfulfilling and finds himself in a new world where he has a chance to redeem himself and be the greatest he's ever been. You know, the one who's willing to pick up the sword or the shield and go to battle and rank up those points and take out the big meanie. Well, I've got a guy for you. What's up, everyone? It's Carrie, aka Nerdygirlcreates. Welcome back to my channel. It is Manga Monday, and it's time to talk about an isekai. But first, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when a new video is up. Yeah, I just went blank there, but that's okay. So, we're going to talk about a very interesting isekai, but before we get into that, because I have to be careful with certain words I use, because there's a certain theme in this that could get me in trouble with the bigwigs at YouTube. If you are uncomfortable with certain topics such as, and I will say this, and you'll know what I mean, self-deleting, then I would suggest skipping this video, because the main character, his dream in life is to have the perfect self-delete, okay? I can't say the other word, because again, red flags will go up at YouTube, and I don't want to get in trouble, even though I'm just talking about a story. So, we are going to discuss today No Longer Allowed in Another World. This is from 7 Seas. Volume 1 has dropped. 2 should be coming out soon. It is written by Noda Hiroshi, and art is by Wakamatsu Takahiro. I'm getting better. I am. And it's not your usual isekai, because most of the time you have a hero who's not happy in his main life and then ends up in another world where there's cute girls, he gets powers, he is worshipped as the hero, it's his mission to take down the big bad. It's like living out a video game fantasy. Well, this character, he's more of a melancholy Arthur, and he's, from our world in the year 1948. His name is, Osamu Dazai? Don't know. And he, it opens with him and his significant other in the process of doing the most, performing their self-delete. Something unforeseen happens and they both get hit by a truck. He wakes up in this other world. There's a guardian there ready to explain what his mission is and how he is the savior and he has to defeat the big bad, and he is just like, I don't care. Which is kind of refreshing. He's just not interested. This is not what he wanted. He feels cheated from his self-deletion. It's not even heaven he's in. If it was heaven, he would accept it more. He's just annoyed that his well-planned attempt has been thwarted by an isekai world. And to the Guardian's dismay, he is just not interested in doing anything she's asking of him. She's a bit bewildered by I really need to work on my speech lately. She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know how to get him on board with what him being the chosen one, and he doesn't care. There's other worlders in this too. His mission, he don't care what happens. He just wants that perfect deletion. So he leaves and he goes looking for it. He wanders across another character in this world who he unintentionally saves with his power of negativity. Usopp, watch out. We've got somebody who might be more negative than you. And starts unwillingly building this little group of people following him, including the Guardian, who's determined to make sure he is on board with everything that has to be done, and she sees him as probably the one other worlder who could probably be the most successful, because he is different than any other one she's encountered. Why? I don't know, but I'm guessing as the story goes on, we'll figure that out. Osamu has this weird way of kind of like being inspirational to people he crosses paths with, which is completely, once again, unintentional. Their first thing is they meet a princess at this kingdom. They accept the other worlders to their castle. She is being pushed by her father to choose between two suitors. She doesn't want to choose either. He kind of provides some, like, in knowledge of, he blesses her with some of his own little unique take on things, which is surprisingly very optimistic compared to what he is thinking of. And it ends up pushing her to actually embrace what she really wants. He also discovers during this trip that the significant other who was helping him with his self-deletion is probably also in this world, so he is now looking for her so they can finish what they started. So for now, he's embracing life only until he finds her, and then he wants to completely finish the self-deletion. It's a little morbid in areas, but I think and I'm hoping the goal of this story is that he discovers how important life is and how important having positive people in his life are. And that's what his little group is. There's a bunch of very happy-go-lucky, like, very positive people who are kind of, like, taken aback by his bleak outlook. And, they're determined to kind of, like, encourage him to embrace the hero within. But, he kind of, like, unintentionally wins the battles, even though his little crew does most of the fighting. I don't know if it's the power of negativity again, like Usopp in that little Thriller Bark battle, but it's like he doesn't realize there's more to life than ending life. And I'm hoping that that's where this goes. I hope it doesn't end with him fulfilling his wish, because that's gonna be kind of like awkward, and I think not what people who are reading this want. Like I said, he's strangely positive despite his dark outlook on the world and his determination to cut things short. I'm trying very carefully with my words here. But he does come across somebody who really does not like otherworlders in the end that might start to lead into some really interesting storyline, hopefully in the next volume. This was more of like an introduction to the world, an introduction to this character's mindset, and the small group of characters he kind of like unintentionally brings into his little group. He does not seem to fit the normal isekai, because he's not like a fighter. He's a writer, and he doesn't care about physical confrontation. Again, it's mainly because of what he really wants in life. But like I said, he's strangely positive at the moments that you really want somebody to be positive, and you're kind of like, well, obviously there's a spark still in there that, you have some type of purpose. There's a reason you were chosen to be in this world. So we need to find out what that is. Art-wise, I really do like the art in this that Takahiro does. It, like, the character is definitely drawn in a way where you see this very, like, gloomy atmosphere around him. His hair is very dark. He's got, like, the dark circles under his eyes. He's very palish. I know it's in black and white, so it's not always easy to tell. His clothes are very dark. His expressions are just, meh, I don't care. But he does, when the moments come when he does have a glimmer of positivity that he likes to spread onto these people he meets, you see his expression kind of light up, and there's this smile, and he kind of like, suddenly, like, people see a glimpse of another part of him. The other designs are very much what you expect from an isekai. Your guardian, she's like your sorcerer with the, she's an elf. She's got the pointy ears. They don't say she's an elf, but I'm assuming she's an elf. Then you have a little cat girl that he rescues that joins this little group. The king they meet is like your typical very chubby, small, elderly-looking, kind-hearted king, and the princess is like this young, blonde, curly hair, pretty, yet innocent. And then you have like the monsters who have like these really interesting designs. I wouldn't say it's anything spectacular in design. It's not something like new that you've seen before, haven't seen before. But I think this is starting off well. I just hope it develops more, because I don't know if you can keep going with his drab personality throughout all these volumes. I mean, at some point he's got to start to embrace life, if you know what I'm saying. So hopefully that's where it goes. But that is no longer Another World. I totally recommend it. It's an isekai that's unlike many isekais you've read before. It's from 7 Seas, so please check it out. Now, I do want to remind people, do not forget to check out my links below. I have affiliate links with Takara Cafe, so if you're looking for deals on manga, I would suggest checking them out. Also want to remind people, Tuesday nights is Otaku Tuesdays. Me and the squad get together, and we talk about manga. This week we're even going to talk a little bit about anime, because there's been some big announcements that's been dropped recently. So please check us out Tuesday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this channel. Come join us in the conversation. I love when you guys show up in the chat. Also, Indie Friday is coming back, I promise. I will be editing up a video for this week, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be a little touchy. I'm not big on controversy, but unfortunately, no matter how I approach this topic, it's probably more than likely going to cause it, so I apologize in advance. Besides that, again, check out No Longer Allowed in Another World. Join us for Otaku Tuesdays, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.